Hello, welcome or welcome back to the Oracle Light Tarot. It's not a coincidence that you found my channel, that you clicked on this video, and that you are here now listening to this message. Spirit always has a message for you here when you find my videos. When I came down to the basement to do your reading, this was laying on the floor right under my chair. So, yeah, I don't know. Let's get into it. Intuitively felt, it says. If you can read that. I'm going to pull some charms. There's something about... I felt this right away when I came down. Something about the accuracy and about never being wrong. Something like that. Accuracy. And then we have like this little tool. Look, one of those little math tools. Yeah, the accuracy. Okay. The math always maths. Down to the, point, whatever it is, right? Down to the decimal, something like that. And then we have this yoga pose in this circle. It was like some kind of like within some limit or boundary. And then there's also scissors. Spirit says, this question just popped up in my head, asking if you knew that you could do anything you wanted, without limits, without boundaries, if you knew that you could have whatever you wanted to have, or do whatever you wanted to do, experience whatever you wanted to experience, what would you do? What would you have? What would you dream up for yourself? This looks like a 3, 4, 5, something. Looks like a little toe. Looks like a footprint. But it's like a drop. With many little drops on the outside. I don't know. And then we have this rune. This is the rune of protection. Feels like maybe that circle. Doesn't it look like a little pitchfork of some sort? Yeah, it's algiz, A-L-G-I-Z. The protective urge to shelter oneself. Or others. Defense, warding off of evil, shield, guardian, connection with the gods, awakening higher self, or awakening higher life. It can be used to channel energies appropriately. Oh, it says follow your instincts. Intuitively felt. It sounds the same, right? Where it says follow your instincts, intuitively felt. Same thing, basically. Keep hold of success or maintain position won or earned. Yeah, right? Wasn't I just saying? If you already knew you could have whatever you want, right? What would you choose? What would you do? I'm seeing like this bird cage here, and there's also like a tree here, a family tree. So maybe you feel limited or trapped in some way. The scissors seem to be like cutting that cord, like a tool of some sort to help free yourself. Intuitively felt. So we're reading your energy. There's something about psychic. Oh, we do this now, and I forgot that I'm doing this now. But from now on, I'm going to try to, if you can see, can you see it? I'm having trouble seeing if you can see. Stir the box with the camera, or on camera for you guys. So if you just know that if you see any words that stand out to you, it's not a coincidence. What we pray for, it is so. Yeah, know that it is so. And we're going to take that one. But just know that it's not a coincidence that certain words in this box stick out to you. Just know that. You can even pause if you want to read the words. Right? Do whatever you want. Alright. Let's see. I'm going to flip through this. Here, what is your message? I haven't seen this one in a long time. Why is it standing out? 222. Your story. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. It's your story. And there's what message on the back. Look, extra 22 extra something about that. Full spectrum. You have the full spectrum to work with. The whole rainbow or something like that. I don't know. So what is the message? What would you like to tell them today? Weird. Okay. What would you like to tell them, Spirit? What would you like to tell them today? What is your message? There's some weird density feeling here. Okay. Yeah, I think it's that protection. Keeping you. Can you guys see these up here? Yeah, I think so. Okay. I don't know what song is in my head. There's a song, but I don't know it. All the good things. You could have all the good things, right? What would you do? Proof. Yeah, if you knew that you could have anything you want, because you can, right? If you had the proof that you could have all the good things and you could do whatever you wanted to do, be whatever you wanted to be, experience whatever you want to experience, manifest, you know, that's what I'm talking about here. Manifest whatever it is you want in your life. What would they be? What would your wish be? Paradise. It would be paradise. Probably, yeah. I feel like that. Healthy snacks. You'd eat healthier. Yeah, because healthy food can be a little expensive. I guess you'd have the money to buy it, right? Because you could have anything you want. Strangely beautiful. Someone says strangely beautiful. Unique. It would be unique to you. Into the forest. Thick of it. Into the thick of it. What about it? You'd go on a trek? Tarot reading. Oh. Okay, calmness. Okay, so Spirit's pointing out to me that this right here, strangely beautiful. Okay, so it says into the forest, the thick of it. It's an energy of being muddied. Okay, so I feel like Spirit's teaching you something. It's like even through this tarot reading, I have a level of control, right, with what I say. You could even be thinking about doing tarot reading, you know. But there's something about the calmness and the whistling. Like the whistling while I work is like keeping a good positive energy, right? Which brings about the possibilities that match what I'm talking about, for one, my frequency. And some of you can sit there and say, oh, you're doing magic, or you're controlling my reading, or you're controlling the outcome of my reading, right? But no, I'm using my intuition to guide me in your reading. Okay, so you are meant to hear this reading, and my readings are basically real-time examples of how energy works. And you can either use that as like a tool to help free yourself and also experience that accuracy for yourself in your own life. Okay, that's what Spirit's saying. So that's where Spirit's showing me, like, we're going to get into this right here. This obviously feels a tiny bit different, but it's like Spirit wants me to show you how it works, okay? Okay. Yeah, because the eyes are on you. This is what Spirit's saying. Because what it means is, by the eyes are on you, I always call it like the watchers. It doesn't, I know it doesn't need to sound so creepy. I almost wish I didn't even say that word over this reading right here. But it's like that movie, the Never-Ending Story, excuse me. There's also a lot of things about books. So there are a lot of books that explain this. I'm not the only one who knows this. And in fact, you're actually doing it yourself all the time, every day, unknowingly. You're doing it right now. So for the person, I wanted to say the hater. I don't know why that was coming off like that. Don't hate, guys. Anyway, there's always some, you know, buddy that's a little critical of and weary, like they're not sure, you know, about trusting, right? Because sometimes this energy could be taken advantage of, right? It belongs to you. It's not something, it's not like a tit for tat or right or wrong, or you misuse it, you lose it. It's not that. It's, if you can't misuse it. You can't misuse it. That's the whole point. It's the accuracy. The accuracy is laser point accurate, divinely guided. There's divine justice when it comes to this. Okay, and that's it's one of the most important things to know. And some people get scared because, you know, they're like, oh, you know, like God's going to judge me for every little thing that I did. No, like, just so you know, you have this moment. This moment is all you have. We always ever have the now. The now. There is no later. There's just divine accuracy, okay? Which is divine judgment, okay? So whatever you do, that energy expresses itself, okay? And like multiple, I want to say like waves, energies. But back to the never ending story. That's just the way it works over here, guys. We get lost in those tangents because they come through. It's part of that multiple energy coming through. But oh my gosh, I need to trim my nails, so sorry if you see that. The never-ending story when Atreyu is walking between the Sphinx. I highly suggest you go watch that video, because basically that scene is telling you exactly how this works. I'm like the guy at the top egging you on, and the guy reading the story. You're actually all three of them too. You're Atreyu, you're the guy who's cheering him on, you're the child who's reading the book. But You're also a Atreyu. You have to realize you're a Atreyu. You're walking in between these Sphinx, and there's something they say about Atreyu, like the only one who can make it past the Sphinx without getting, you know, shot by the lasers, right? Their laser eyes open up when they sense you, right? And the only way to make it through unscathed is to have, I think they say one of pure heart. There's something that they say. I'm not exactly sure. You're going to have to go look it up because I don't want to stop this video. I'm so sorry. What is something about that? About his heart. Okay, so that's what the eyes on you mean. All right. Perspective. Yeah, and so whatever I want to say you judge, but Spirit doesn't want you to judge things. You can observe things, but try not to, you know, to judge things, because that's where you can really get muddied up. Yeah, look, we have a blank. I guess it's like because of your perspective on something. So say you're in the thick of some kind of energy, and instead of interacting with it, you observe it, you allow it to pass through without judgment. So which kind of leaves it blank, because only God can judge, which is like God is the one placing these in my hand for me to spread out on the table. Okay. So it basically needs to know your feelings on the subject, I guess. Family. So maybe family is a subject for you. Okay. We won't say what kind of subject it is, but maybe it is a subject, a limiting belief of yours, connected, yeah, to, this is dance. I hope you dance, I hope you dance, celebrate, dance and celebrate. Awesome, yeah. I hope you still feel small and you stand beside the ocean. Falling on deaf ears. Maybe you know this, you try to explain this to other people. It says you have the power to change your life. Do you know that? What do you feel is what matters. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Quiet. Someone's like, stop saying. Get quiet. What do you feel? Confusing. Can we see? Do we have room for all of these words? Okay, I'll go like some over here. Oh. I get it. Get still. Find the messages. Spirit's always speaking to you. No response is a response. Yeah, so like you can not react to things if you need to. Do that, okay? Because you're constantly creating. You're creating whether you like it or not. You're always creating, okay? You're always creating with your thoughts, your feelings, right? Remember, you have the power. So stillness helps like clear up confusion. It quiets everything. Remember, you have the power. Yes, remember it. It's a superpower. Your awareness is a superpower. So like when things are like going on and in your life and you feel like you need to like stop. Yeah, tippy tap. And then, you know, it's like stop, get quiet, get calm, clear your mind, and then tippy tap, tiptoe back in. Healed. Yes. When you're healed, when you feel better, get back in and start designing. We have designer. It's your world, it's your life, it's your destiny. Right? It's your decision where you land, where you want things to land, what you want to pop up. This is your protection. You always have this protection. You're always protected. You're always divinely guided. No matter what you do, think, say, feel, it's always going to be divinely accurate. Do you get it? So worth more than money. Oh yeah, it is. It's worth more than money, because some people come here and that's all they think about. They're like, oh, just show me the rich stuff. Show me the lotto. Like, all you ever have is now. Do you realize that? That all you ever have is this moment right now. So this is your lottery. There are this is winning the lottery every moment. Basically, this is winning the lottery every single moment, every day of your life, because of all the possibilities. You stop and you think and you feel. You decide. And then spirit, the universe spits it out perfectly in this divinely perfect fashion for you. Whatever you say, whatever you do, like there's power in your tongue. Yeah, trust yourself, Spirit says. Don't trust in the lottery, trust in yourself. Love you. Many rooms. Like, don't they say that in the Bible? Many rooms, many mansions. Yes, this is like that. You see all these possibilities, these papers. There's no, like I said at the beginning of this reading, there's a reason why you found my channel. Because it's all me, it's all you, right? You should tell yourself when you're doing things, I did that. I did that. You know, I made that happen. Take credit. Take credit. A lot of the time we don't want to, there's things that, you know, and we won't get too into that, but there's things that we don't want to take credit for, you know, because we blame other people. We're like, I don't like that experience. That was so-and-so's fault. That was my family's fault. That's my family's fault that I'm in this cage, that I'm in this, there's this bird right here. That I find myself where I am in this bubble. I'm just trying to stretch and grow and experience new things outside my bubble, but it's all my family's fault. It was like, no, there's nobody in there but you. Okay? Spirit wants you to know this, and I feel like if you know this, you've won the lottery. You won the lottery of life. You get it. You get it. It's divinely accurate, to precise accuracy, down to the point, right? I'm not a math person, but I hope what I'm saying makes sense. You know that you are protected. Why? Because you have the power. You have this moment. You know, positivity has been like not misconstrued, but it's not to poo-poo it. You know, it's not to say that that's wrong or anything. You be as happy as you want. It's your life. But I'm just saying, like, it's the lottery right here. Knowing that you have this power. We all have this divine power. It's within ourselves. It's a gift that we could create things. with such accuracy. But you have to know this. You have to trust yourself, right? Because the way it works is, like, if you're sitting in this energy and you're feeling, oh, that won't happen for me, or that's far-fetched, or that can't happen, like, that's what the outcome, the possibilities, your universe will spit that out to you, you know, and reflect back to you in your reality. Like, that's exactly what you are, what you're thinking. It has no choice, right? It has no choice. It doesn't look at you and say, oh, she's or he or whoever is not deserving of that, and this person is. It's more like a magnet, and it's like, you know. But there's another magnet going to the other person too. It's just, you're attracting what you are. You know, it's more like if you see someone attracting certain things that you want, they're attracting it because that's what they are. That's what they feel. That's what they believe. So they attract those things with divine precision, with divine accuracy. So you have the power to change your life. Was this right here was under my chair. Intuitively felt. I feel like you know this, you know, on some level you know this. You wouldn't be here. Just for one, you attracted this video to you. What were you thinking when you were scrolling and you found my video? What were you thinking? That is proof in itself how accurate this is. You didn't find this video for a reason. It's or not for just any reason. It's not coincidence, right? Okay, I feel like I'm jumbling up my words here. But I feel like there was one more thing I was going to say. Oh, and this healthy snacks too can come off as like small doses, you know? Sometimes when we start off too big, we're like, this isn't working. You know, a belief is something that you've been thinking for a while, a long while probably. And beliefs are little, well, I guess depending on your belief, how hard they are to get rid of, right? But it's going to take some time to change that, right? For some not, you know? But for some, yes. So there's something about like healthy size, you know, try it on. Something like that, like healthy size. The word doses doesn't feel quite right, but I just want to say, it's like, try it a couple times. Try it on for size. You know, try to manifest something. Well, don't try to manifest something. Manifest something. You know, the trying part is what will trip you up. But pick something that feels easy. Focus on it. And do yourself a favor. If you're seeing something, experience something that you don't want to manifest more of in your reality, you want it to calm the storm and clear it, right? From your energy, from your view, from your experience, you're gonna have to calm in. I always talk about zooming out. It's like the Google Maps. It's like you're down in there, right? We can get onto this like satellite view and street view, right? It's like, so you want to move out of that point. Okay, so say you were on street view and you can actually see like the houses, and you turn around and it's like you're literally in there, right? You placed yourself in there. But it's more like do this thing of zooming out, you know, zoom out until you're no longer feeling it, right? And you've quieted that storm inside of you, right? Because no response is a response, Spirit's saying. And remember, you have the power. Wow, look at this. Spirit wants you to remember this. Remember, you have the power. You have the power to change your life. Yes. Okay, so when you're in the thick of it, just zoom out, collect yourself, right? And when you feel better, get back in there. Zoom back in. That's your time to zoom back in and start designing things and choosing things, and things, you know, feel easier. That's when the wish comes true, you know? And if you're feeling any kind of like lack on the subject, just know, right? There are many rooms, many mansions. You're not missing out. No one's going to take it all and leave you with nothing. Okay? We all have this now moment. We all have this now moment. It's like one of the greatest gifts ever given. It's like a restart. Every dang second, you have the choice to restart again. Okay? All right? Thank you guys for being here, and I'm so glad you clicked on this video. I'm so glad you're here. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. It helps the channel. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.